Welcome back to another video that I'm here to present for you. And yes, I'm sitting at the most favorite spot of mine in my house. This is just right behind you see is my library. A mini library, but yeah, the count is such that I call it a library. So me and my husband are really fond of books and reading. So we keep collecting them and we keep reading them. Though we both don't share genres, but we share the same passion of reading. So, since I'm here sitting in front of my mini bookshelf, I thought why not actually have a topic which is very much familiar to this. So, today I'm going to talk about tiny habits, massive results. Basically, what this book, Atomic Habits, taught me. So, let's dive in. So, have you ever felt that your willpower has a lifespan of maybe a social media trend? This tiny? You're not alone. But today we are diving into one of the most game changing books on habit formation. This is Atomic Habits, which was written by James Clear, and it is one of my favorites and all time go to. I can actually swear and vouch for this book and the contents that it has. And if we end up following from this book, it is going to be a life changer for sure. So, this isn't going to be a typical book summary. I am not going to make it boring for you. Rather, there's going to be wit, there's going to be wisdom, and a splash of sarcasm. So, buckle up. Okay. So, first of all, let's talk about atomic habits. No. I'm not talking about nuclear physics. I'm not going to get into science. I was myself never a science student. Atomic as in tiny, but mighty. Like those espresso shots for your behavior? Yeah, they give you that boost. So, James Clear had a very core message: small changes, when done consistently, compound into big results. You don't need a 180-degree life makeover, no. Just aim to get 1% better every day. And the results you're going to see is going to be amazing. Trust me, dear friend. So, here's a truth bomb: goals are overrated. Yes, I said it. I know we keep saying plan, have smart goals, and then smart has that full form. And wherever we go, either we are in school or college or workplace, all they keep saying is pick up a goal, pick up a target, achieve it, and then you will be able to land somewhere in life. I know they're important, but I think we've overrated them a lot. We've put them on a very high pedestal because James Clear flips the script and he says, don't obsess over goals, build systems instead. A process? So, a goal is basically an outcome. You do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things, and what comes out is basically the goal that you have achieved. Whereas the system is the process. All that goes into achieving that particular goal. Reason why I'm telling you about this here is because a lot many times, very many of us keep focusing on that number, that target, that goal that we have to achieve, but we end up not working on the process, the journey that actually leads us to that destination, which is achievement of that goal. So, as important as that goal is for you to achieve, maybe become a team leader by the end of the next financial year, or maybe achieve your quarterly targets, or make sure you in school or college end up achieving this X number of percentages, or a particular job you want to achieve. Or maybe there's some vacation, or maybe there is a particular goal that, okay, I want to climb this particular mountain, or I want to achieve this XYZ milestone. They are important, but what is more important is what goes into achieving them. That's where at times we lose focus. We end up focusing on the goal, but we don't focus on the system. So, James Clear says first, focus on the process, the system, and then your goal. All right. So, here now it gets a little psychological, but kind of cool. Do you want to quit smoking? Or maybe do you want to lose weight? Let's talk about smoking first. So instead of saying, I'm trying to quit smoking, how about you say, I'm not a smoker? Correct. Manifest it. Say the right words. These are called identity based habits. Instead of saying, I'm trying to lose weight, I'm trying to follow a diet, say, I'm not fat anymore. Or I'm thin and I'm fit, I'm strong. So it's So it is all about how you perceive it, how you see it, how do you identify your habits. Because your habits shape your identity, and your identity shapes your habits. So James Clear had said in the book that every action you take is a vote for the type of person you wish to become. So if I keep saying that I'm depressed or I'm upset, even if I'm just a tiny bit upset, I'll end up feeling way more. So, what I'm trying to say here is instead of having those negative words in your sentences, why not give the universe some positive affirmations? And they're surely to affect you as a person in a positive way. So, instead of obsessing over the habit itself, embody the identity. You're not reading, you're a reader. You're not running, you are a runner. So you see here what is the difference, how I'm saying it? That's exactly how you have to practice it for yourself. And you will see the change automatically, because this is one habit I definitely vouch for. So when you go through the book, you will see there are 4 laws that James Clear has mentioned, and they're like a secret sauce. All right. So there are 4 of them. Make it obvious, make it attractive, make it easy, and make it satisfying. So let's decode them. So let's break them down. So the first one is make it obvious. Habit cues should scream to you. Want to drink more water? Put a bottle on your desk. Let there be a reminder that it acts like an emotional support system to you. I mean, today the market is beaming and flooded with bottles which have those reminders, or there's an application in your phone or an alarm you set. Because then there are bottles who have those time related labels which give you those achievements. Again, talking about goals. But having water is as easy as breathing and equally important. So let's make it very obvious. If you're having a challenge in keeping up to the mark with drinking more water, why not just have that bottle at your desk as a reminder that yes, I'm about to sip another portion of water. Okay, let's look at point number 2, which is the second law, which says make it attractive. Pair the habit with something you love. It makes it all the more easier to inculcate that habit. Only listen to your favorite podcast while you're working out. So I'll give you a real life example. I am somebody who needs to be dragged to the gym to exercise. So one fine day, my husband was like, okay, this is done. You have to go be whatever. So I was like, okay. And by chance, I was seeing one of the series on an OTT platform, which my husband was not, because we share different genres there too. So what I did, I was there on the treadmill and I was thinking that why not I just open one of the episodes and watch it. Since I'm already just exercising and just looking at the view outside the gym or people in the gym, why not utilize that time? So I started seeing that episode, and it was like for 40-45 minutes, which is a general normal length. And I saw a huge difference. Usually when I would be at the treadmill, I would obviously have been dragged to it. I would start looking at the clock when it will be 15 minutes, 20 minutes, and I'll get off it and then I'll go to the next machine or maybe do some other workout or some cardio and just rush out of the gym, because you know me. But with that episode that I was watching, I was on the treadmill for 45 minutes, high on energy, high on calories, heartbeat being very fast and all that is required for you to gain the strength and burn some calories. And I did not even look at the clock. And that day and today, it has become a habit. I have my set of series I keep watching, and I'm there at the gym, utilizing my time. Otherwise, what do? We just sit on like a couch potato on the sofa and just watch the series. Instead of that, you're clubbing to activities. And let me tell you, you're going to love it. So, this was just an example. I'm sure you'll figure out something for yourself as well. All right, so let's go to law number 3, which is make it easy. Simplicity is sexy, my dear. Want to write more? Just open a document, write 1 sentence a day. You want to read more? Keep a book by your bedside, read at least 1 page before you sleep. So, whatever you wish to do, don't make it very complicated that, oh, I want to finish this book in 20 days. No, you will not be able to, my dear. But if you have to make a habit, you'll have to take some time, but you'll have to make it easy for yourself. Don't make it hard. And it'll come through very smoothly and flawlessly for you. Now let's go to law number 4, which says make it satisfying. Give yourself a reward. Even a gold star sticker or a happy dance works. For example, there's one of those influencers I follow on the gram, and they have on their refrigerator a tiny little pouch for all of their kids. Each of them has an individual pouch. For any little good thing they do, they have a gold star put in by their parents. This is normal paper sticker type stars that they put. And whenever their jar is full with a certain number of stars, they have a little reward for themselves. The parents would either give them a candy or a chocolate or an outing or a dress or a toy, but there's a reward, and it becomes very satisfying for the kid. And then they start building those habits of doing good things. Similarly, do it for yourself. Okay, I'll give you an example. I am very fond of chocolates, but I don't like sugar too. So I ended up switching to dark chocolates. Now you can't end up hogging on to dark chocolates every single day. So I got those tiny pieces. And each day, instead of hogging onto big bars, I was like, I'll reward myself for any one good thing with that one little dark chocolate. So at the end of the day, it becomes very satisfying for me because I've rewarded myself and I've made this a habit so that when at the end of the day I'm about to sleep, I'm able to look at myself in the mirror that yes, I've done something good. All right. So I've given you some real life hacks. We've seen The Secret Sauce by James Clear in his book. Let's move ahead. So there's another important aspect which James Clear focuses on. He says you don't need more discipline. You need better surroundings. All right. So you see right behind me, there's a bookshelf. I mean, if I wanted, I would have had something which has doors to it, or it is inside one of the rooms and I make a mini library there, but no, they're there right in front of me. So whenever I have a little window, I just have to go grab a book and then continue reading it or maybe start a new one. So out of sight is out of mind. So my surroundings need to be such that they encourage me to do something which I've always wanted to do. They need to be supportive of me building habits. So that applies to you as well. So, for example, if you very frequently go to your snack corner or your pantry, please put your books there if you want to start reading. So that instead of grabbing a packet of your snack, your favorite munchie, you end up grabbing a book. And you'll see in 21 days the habit changes. Yes, I mentioned 21 because there's a very basic proven theory, a very famous one, that it takes 21 days for you to build a habit and it takes 90 days for it to be a part of your lifestyle. But you know what? It's very easy to break that habit. So when you build one, try not to break it. Okay. So before we wrap up, one real life story that I'm going to share with you, like I do each time, and I'm sure you're going to resonate with it very well. We all know Beyoncé. Okay. Do you think she became Queen Bey by randomly hoping for greatness? No, she didn't. Her identity was rooted in discipline, excellence, and showing up, even when no one was watching her. She didn't say, I want to sing anymore. She lived as a performer long before the world crowned her a performer. So, what's your first atomic habit going to be? Drinking more water? Reading one page at night? Doing squats while brushing your teeth? Or whatever it is, start small, start smart, and start now. And if you haven't read this book yet, my dear friend, this is going to be your favorite. I'm telling you. Go ahead, first purchase this one if you haven't, and read it. And let me know if you're able to put it down without completely reading it. It's Atomic Habits by James Clear. And we've talked about today is all that he has covered. And of course, I know I've put it in very tiny bits, very small bits, but it's going to be totally worth it. What you're going to read here and what you see in this video are going to help you build really amazing habits. All right. So if you like the video, do press the like button, subscribe to my channel, turn on the notification so that you don't miss out on the next new video that I'll be putting up very soon. And I would love to hear from you in the comments as to which is the first new habit you're going to start. All right. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.